Good morning and welcome to the vlog. I'm Tova, this is ParentXP, and today I am showing you Elin's morning routine and what it's like getting her up and ready for the day. If you're not already a subscriber to our vlog, hit the subscribe button and don't forget the notifications bell. We're a special needs family and we put up weekly videos on life with a child with cerebral palsy. So as I said, this is Elin's morning routine, and when she wakes up she is truly the happiest child on the planet.
Är det tjejen med världens bästa morgonhumör? Är det grisen med världens bästa morgonhumör? Hallå mitt hjärta! Hallå min tjej!
So I undo the clip, loosen the plate, take off the tubey pad we've been using. This is now going to go in the wash. And I get a clean piece of cotton or gauze. I'm fairly certain all the nurses I know would rather I use gauze, but we're out of gauze. Basically, the stoma has healed perfectly, but it is a hole straight into her body. And just like a piercing, it might weep a bit. And that's what's happening. So it's weeping a bit, a little bit of seepage around the edges that I want to make sure that we keep clean. But I'm obviously not going to force it off, since that I have a piece of wet cotton that I'm just putting on and letting it soak. Okay, and now I wipe around, trying to make sure that I remove any build-ups. I don't know if it tickles or if she's just really happy to hear me. No, I'm here. Yeah. Okay, stoma side all nice and clean. I have my tubey pads. Kramsen. Okay, there's the stoma site. Where's my pad? Yeah. So I'll put that on. Button it up. Okay, let's see if I can balance the camera. Tubey pad. I'll bring the plate back. The tube in between the thingies, and I close the clamp. There. The tubey pad, apart from being a little bit more comfortable on the skin than the silicone is just picking up any little extra seepage that might be coming out of this, keeping it nice and dry. And then the next step is to let this little madam go wee-wees on the toilet. Vill du gå wee-wees? Wee-wees på toaletten? Ja tack mamma. This is Elin's specialist toilet seat. It sits on top of the normal toilet and has got a hip strap to hold her in place, and then this fantastic tray slots on like that, and then that holds her in position really well. She has her arms forward here, and that helps her to sit straight and not straighten out and sort of fall off the seat, which she would do if that wasn't there. It actually encourages us to lean forward a little bit, which is really good. And she's completely secure in this. Nothing bad can happen to her, which means that I can leave her while she's on the toilet and get on with things like making the bed and putting her clothes together, and leave her to do her business, and then I come back and I get her out of the toilet seat. Boink! God morgon vännen! God morgon, god morgon, god morgon! God morgon, god morgon, god morgon! Computer, play Birdie.
Shuffling songs by Birdie on Amazon Music.
Birdie is one of the first artists that she made it clear to us that she wants to listen to. It was in that advert. Do you remember the Lloyd's advert? And every time that came on, Elin would listen with her whole body.
You won't be told. All I can do to keep you safe is hold you close till you can breathe on your own. Till you can breathe on your own.
And now there is a lot of stuff to prepare. Elin has a number of medicines that she takes several times a day, so I'm getting all of those ready. She needs to have water, particularly first thing in the morning. She's quite sensitive, so getting a bit of water into her first thing actually really helps with her reflux and makes her cope with the milk better when we start giving her the milk. When we give Elin her medicine, we start off with water, and that is to make sure that the tube isn't blocked. It is highly unlikely that it is, but test it out. The other thing, as I mentioned, her stomach's a bit sensitive in the morning, and starting off with the water makes it a bit easier for her to cope with the medicine when we start doing that. And then we give her her various medicines, and we do a flush of water in between each. And I do this quite slowly as well, not to sort of shock her first thing. Okay, and then mixing up her milk. So that's 1, 2, many, lots, 1 many, 1 lots, 2 many, many lots. You get the idea. And then we brush her teeth. Her toothbrush is a Brush Baby, and this is the toddler version, and I really like this. Having an electric toothbrush makes it a lot easier to keep Elin's teeth clean. So far, she hasn't got any visible cavities. Her dentist have told us that she is going to get cavities, she's going to get trouble with her teeth because of her cerebral palsy. She can't swallow effectively, she leaves food in her mouth. A lot of the supplements we have for her are heavy in sugar, and all of that is going to have an effect. So we try to keep her teeth as clean as possible. One of the main differences between a Brush Baby and like an Oral-B or the normal electric toothbrushes is that this one is completely flat at the back. So it's a lot easier to get into Elin's mouth and between her teeth and around. That it doesn't take up as much space in her mouth as another one does. And that's the morning done now. All we do after this is get her on the pump and we get on with our day. Again, if you're not yet a subscriber, then please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss anything. And all I have left to say is thank you so much for watching. I hope you found this interesting, and we'll see you next week. Bye bye.